again, everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside. We're ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Oh, ready to go indeed. Brian Christopher is going to be in the ring today. We'll be seeing Brian Christopher today. Mark Freer, young man out of Baltimore, Maryland, we'll be seeing him, a newcomer to the USWA, as well as the natural Bo Alexander, Principal C.W. Bergstrom. And listen to this. Big main event today.
Incredible
you want to stay tuned. Oh, indeed. Simply Divine, Rex King and Steve Dahl with Bert Prentice. But their opponents, Jeff Jarrett and the King, Jerry Lawler, right here today. Oh, it's going to be a big one today.
It is indeed going to be a big one. I have something right here, too. I have a contract. Didn't get it signed last week, but we'll see what happens this time around. We'll see if we can get the contract signed. We'll be back with opening match action in a moment. Match coming in very shortly. C.W. Bergstrom will be stepping in the ring against the Scorpion. Matter of fact, C.W. Bergstrom headed this way right now. The Principal, C.W. Bergstrom. And with a comment or two, I suppose, about the situation here.
That's right, but let me get three things straight here. When I'm out here, I want your respect, I want your attention, and I want complete silence. No different than any other classroom. I'll tell you what, Jeff Gaylord, you've been whining and crying. You want another match with me. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting real tired of beating you up. So I'll tell you, I'll give you another match, but one stipulation, the loser gets to take 5 licks from the Board of Education. And I'll tell you what, this match right here in the principal's office is just going to be a little prelude to what's going to happen to you, Gaylord.
C.W. Bergstrom with a threat for Jeff Gaylord. He and Gaylord have had a interesting, well, it's been an interesting situation, but it hasn't been very pleasant between the two of them here for the last few weeks. Bergstrom came in here, and I frankly don't remember exactly what started it, but I do know that he went after Gaylord with that 2x4 he carries around. Gaylord took exception to it and came right back after him. But he's not against Gaylord now. He's against the Scorpion in there. Bergstrom, big forearm across the back. And we're underway with USWA action. Corey?
Yes, sir. C.W. Bergstrom coming from the Board of Education in Oregon, and the Scorpion is his opponent at T.D. Still, the official referee for this bout today, the opener in USWA Championship Wrestling. Stay tuned, though. Big main event today, Simply Divine, King and Dahl against Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. One of the big bouts coming up here today on Championship Wrestling.
That's right.
Good move from C.W. Bergstrom to take the Scorpion over. And down, the Principal, C.W. Bergstrom, making a lot of noise in the USWA. Picks up the Scorpion, and a big power slam cover. 1, 2, 3, and Bergstrom gets the win over the Scorpion, and it didn't take him long to get it either.
No, that's true. That wraps it up. C.W. Bergstrom with the victory here.
Oh, but he's got this paddle in here, though, Dave.
Well, let's get him out of there. We've got more action coming up. Brian Christopher will be a little bit later on. I still want to get this contract signed from Brian Christopher. If you were watching last week, you know what I'm talking about. Christopher refusing to sign it. Oh, what is this? Referee being chased out of the ring there.
Oh, boy. That's just ridiculous. Look at C.W. Bergstrom paddling the Scorpion in there.
Some help.
Yeah.
Jeff Gaylord.
And Gaylord goes after Bergstrom, trying to get the paddle from him. He's pulling and finally clobbers Bergstrom. He's got it. There goes C.W. Bergstrom out of there, too.
Bergstrom got out of there just in time, and there he goes, and there is Jeff Gaylord. Gaylord has disarmed C.W. Bergstrom, headed this way. Get a comment or two from him. Looks like you ended up with the upper hand.
Let me tell you, Dave Brown, 5 licks coming up in this match with me and C.W. Bergstrom, baby. I've been at the batting cages practicing. I'm just not going to paddle your bottom. I'm going to give you some home run swats. That's going to be blistered so bad, you won't be able to stand up for a month. I guarantee it.
Jeff Gaylord, that match is coming up. We got a match coming up right here, and that'll happen in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us. Long time when we introduced the unified world champion, we were talking about one man, the King, Jerry Lawler, but not for the last little while, as Papa Shango came in from the WWF and left with a unified title. Watch how he did it.
Shango, couple of big right hands on Lawler, whips him into the turnbuckle of Papa Shango, goes in after the King and misses. Lawler comes out. He's down away on Papa Shango. Papa Shango slams Lawler down, comes off the ropes and misses with a big elbow. King gets on his feet. And boy, goes to work on Papa Shango. Tangles up with Jerry. Oh, he nailed Lawler right in the midsection. Goes to work on the King. Takes him over. Comes Papa Shango with whatever in the world is that stuff he carried. He swings in up to Lawler with it. Some it away on Lawler. Whips him into the rope. Oh, boy. Setting Lawler up. Big suplex on the King. Papa Shango whips Lawler in, picks him up, and just drops him down hard. Lawler out in the middle of the ring. And here comes Papa Shango, and he misses. Lawler gets out of the way. King on his feet now. Oh, look out, Papa Shango. The strap of Lawler comes down. They're away on Papa Shango. Sends the big man staggering, does Lawler. Whips him in hard to the rope. Oh, big backdrop from Lawler. Takes him down. Flamingo gets up on the apron. Lawler busts Flamingo a couple of times. Drop kick from the King. Scotty Flamingo still trying to get in the ring. Frank Morrell trying to hold him back. But watch out, Papa Shango's on his feet, Jerry. Lawler and Morrell trying to keep Flamingo out. Oh, boy! Papa Shango goes in after Lawler. The King just politely lit him out with a big ball of fire. Watch Papa Shango, though, King. He's got that skull. Brings fire in out of that skull over there he's got. Shoots it right in the eyes of Lawler. Bulldogs the King. He's got him still covered. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3, and we've got a new unified world heavyweight champion.
Well, that was it. Papa Shango is the unified heavyweight champion, but the King will be trying to get that belt back very, very soon, as a matter of fact. Here he comes right here, the King, Jerry Lawler. While Jerry is making his way over here, I want to tell you we're going to have a special event coming up a little bit later on here today. don't call now, but we're going to have a special call in, a special number. Do not call our regular number at the television station. You'll be politely told it's the wrong number. Special number coming up later on. And King, the first 15 folks who call are going to have a chance to see Life with Mikey, have lunch with you and Jeff, and accompany you to the movie. We'll tell them more about that later on. Right now, I know you want to talk more about Papa Shango.
Yeah, I do. I heard somebody out there a little bit upset. They wish they brought their cellular phone now, but you're right. People that are sitting at home right now, get ready, because a little bit later on the show, you're right, we are going to give 15 people a chance to call in. I think this is the first time we've ever had a call-in contest on the show.
First I can remember, yeah.
And they're going to get to call in today, live on the show, and the first 15 kids that get a hold of us here are going to get to be Jeff and my guest right here at the studio next Saturday morning. We will personally take you to dinner with us, and then we will go to Malco Theater and see Life with Mikey, all 15 of us together. And I'll tell you what we'll do, just to kind of make it, we'll tell what Malco Theater we're going to, so that anybody else that wants to come along can come too. But the 15 people will be our guests.
And
okay?
get it free. All right,
Get it
very
free,
good.
right,
Now,
yeah.
don't call now. Do not call our regular television station number. We'll give you the number, and we'll tell you when to call a little bit later on. Okay.
It's a special number.
Yeah.
Now, Monday night is going to be a special night. You know, I sit back there and I watch that monitor, and it's not a very pleasant sight to see a guy like Papa Shango leave Memphis, Tennessee with the Unified World Heavyweight Championship. The reason it's not a very pleasant sight is because I know, and I think everybody else knows, that I can beat Papa Shango. Papa Shango knows it. He had Scotty Flamingo in his corner at that time, and now he's gone from Scotty Flamingo to this big, fat Bert Prentice as his manager. Well, let me tell you something. I've been waiting for Monday night for a long time now. I've been itching. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about you. What'd you call it, Bertha? I've been thinking about you, Bertha, because you, with your little devious mind, you tried every trick in the book to keep me from getting the title shot. You wouldn't sign the contract. You wouldn't give me the match. You had to go to Eddie Marlin and get a tournament put together to make me go through everybody in the USWA to get this title shot. Well, all that's behind us now, and the title shot is Monday night. And I can tell you this, Bertha, if you think what I did to Papa Shango on that little piece of film was not very pleasant, you just pick your fat butt up out of that chair one time Monday night, and I will light you up. I will roast you like the pig that you are. Like I said, I'm going to bring a big apple down there, and if you even dare to get out of your chair, I will roast you and stick that big apple right in your mouth, and we'll have Memphis in May all over again, because it'll be the biggest barbecue Memphis has ever seen. And Papa Shango, I hope that you've enjoyed wearing my belt for a while, because it's all coming to a screeching halt Monday night. You bring your voodoo stick, you bring your skull, you bring everything you want to, because I'm coming, and I'm going to have all of Memphis, Tennessee behind me, brother, and we are going to take that belt back. We're going to put it back around my waist, and the Unified World Heavyweight Championship will be once again in the USWA and in Memphis, Tennessee, where it belongs. Monday night, be there, pal.
Thank you, King. Monday night, the match will occur. We'll be back here in just a moment, and we'll try again to get this signed. Track in hand right here. Maybe we get Mr. Brian Christopher out here. See if we can get him to sign this piece of paper. He refused all last week to sign it. Here he comes right here, and none too happy, I might say. Yeah. He's got wearing a belt around his waist here. Title defense coming up. And Brian, I have the contract for you to sign right here.
Dave Brown, I guess you are stupider than I had originally thought. How many times does it take for me to tell you, no, I'm not signing this stupid contract over here? No, Dave Brown, capital N-O. Read my lips, everybody. No, I'm not signing the contract, okay? So you can stop coming out here all morning long. We got a contract needing to be signed, because I'm not signing it, Dave. I'm not ever going to sign the contract against sissy boy Jeff Jarrett, okay? Never again is he getting a shot at my belt, okay? Okay? You understand me? Answer me. Do you understand me?
I understand you, but you've agreed to defend the belt, correct?
Yes, I'm defending the belt.
Okay.
But it ain't going to be against Jeff Jarrett. I'm not signing this stupid contract.
All right. I know who your opponent is if you're not going to sign the contract. And you've said no. Take a look at your opponent right here. Watch this right here. Here's your opponent.
Where?
Right there is your opponent.
Now, who is this, Dave? Hey, I'll tell you what. I ain't wrestling him either. No way. There ain't no way I'm wrestling that big goof. No way. I ain't scared of him, but I ain't wrestling him. I ain't wrestling Jeff Jarrett, and I'm not wrestling that big monster. No way.
Well, you've signed to defend the title, and you won't sign the contract, so you got to wrestle Contract Incorporated.
You see what I'm saying? It's a setup. I ain't wrestling that big goof. There ain't no way Jeff Jarrett's done put him up to it. I'm not wrestling you. There ain't no way. I ain't wrestling Jeff, and I ain't wrestling that big monster.
Well, all you got to do is sign the contract.
Well, I ain't wrestling him. You understand me, Dave Brown?
Well, the only other way.
No way I'm getting in the ring with that.
Then you got to sign the contract.
It's a setup. It's a big conspiracy. You see what I'm saying? I ain't putting my bet up against you. No way.
Well, you don't have to. All you got to do is sign the contract. I'm telling you.
Well, I ain't wrestling him.
Well,
Can somebody give me a pin?
Fine.
Give me a pin.
Corey, you got a pin?
Yeah, here. Here's this.
And there's Jeff. Boy, he's got to be loving this. He's been trying to get this name on this contract for so long, I can't tell you. Go ahead and sign it.
I'll tell you what. I tell you what. Hey.
He signed it. Brian Christopher, he signed it.
Yeah, he signed it.
Oh, hey, I signed it, didn't I? Well, I ain't wrestling you either. There ain't no way I'm wrestling you, Jeff Jarrett. You ain't never getting a shot at my title. You understand me? There ain't no way. No way am I wrestling you.
He tore up the, well, then you're going to have to wrestle Contract Incorporated then if you tore up the contract with Jeff.
Well, listen to me. It's been a setup ever since day one. I'll tell you what, Contract Incorporated. I don't know who's been talking in your ear, but all they've done is they've got you a nice little butt-kicking courtesy of Brian Christopher. You understand me? You understand? Because everybody's done made me mad now. Everybody's made me mad. And when you make me mad, that's when I start breaking bones, okay? And I'm going to start with you, Contract Incorporated, and I'm going to show you right now what I can do. I'm going to break me some bones right now. Give me somebody to beat up.
You've got an opponent in there, and you've got a match scheduled right now. Finally, after 2 weeks, we thought we had that contract signed, and then what does he do? He signed it.
Signed it,
He
and
did
then tore
sign
it
it,
up,
and
yeah.
then tears it up
That's
right here.
typical of Brian Christopher,
He
boy.
is just not going to climb in there against Jeff Jarrett. He's not stupid, he says. Well, he's got a tough opponent coming up. It looks to me like this Contract Incorporated looks huge from looking at him.
Yeah.
From across the room over there, man, he still looked big.
Contract Incorporated to be waiting on him, and Christopher, highly upset, Brian Christopher, goes after Clyde Coleman, slams away on Clyde. Boy, he's just beating up on Clyde Coleman right now, and won't break. Referee T.D. Steele's trying to get him off, and Christopher just beats away on Clyde Coleman. Oh, look at him shove T.D.
Hey, T.D. is the referee. He gonna take that. He shoved him right back.
Yeah.
And a little warning should go along with that. You don't push the referee. It's going to cost you $1,000 if you start shoving the referee down.
Yeah, he may be used to shoving T.D. Steele, but T.D.'s an official now, and he stands right up to Brian Christopher. Clyde Coleman, and Christopher just hauls off and slaps him. Stumps away on Coleman, and USWA Southern Heavyweight Champion is Brian Christopher, and he's going to work on Clyde Coleman here today. Whips him into the turnbuckle hard, and Coleman just can't stay on his feet.
Coleman bounced into that middle turnbuckle very hard, hit the middle part of his back, and just bounced out of the corner. And look at Christopher take advantage of it.
Yeah, Coleman's just taking quite a beat from Brian Christopher. That big kick takes Coleman down, and Christopher doesn't let up on him one bit. Picks up Clyde Coleman, slams him down hard with Christopher.
Get up.
Referee T.D. Steele was checking Clyde Coleman to make sure that he was still able to respond. He did. Look at Christopher on the middle rope. Look out.
Oh, comes down with mouth and all, this Christopher. And a big elbow to cover Coleman, too, and gets up. See, it's that kind of stuff that this Christopher does that just makes you absolutely...
I've complained about that sort of thing a million times. I don't know what to do about it, but boy, he probably could have had the 3 count right there, but he broke the cover, just wanted to hurt the kid.
Oh, he had him. 1, 2 there, and he gets up.
Same thing. Just the arrogance of Brian Christopher. Boy.
Oh, that's 2 times he's had Clyde Coleman beaten, and he's not went all the way. No, that's not Contract Incorporated.
I've seen wrestlers make that mistake before. They keep talking about this as Contract Incorporated, but you better be careful because he can psych himself up into believing that sort of thing.
Contract Incorporated, right here. Hey, come on, Brian. Get him back in the ring. Come on. Takes Coleman and slams him over here out on the concrete floor.
I think
throws him right back in the ring.
I think he's going to find Contract Incorporated to be a different caliber wrestler from what he's wrestling right now. He's wrestling a young guy now in Clyde Coleman. Could be a difference. And Contract Incorporated is about 3 times as big as this young man here.
Come on. Christopher with a big suplex on Coleman. Takes up Clyde Coleman again. Backs him up and gives him that short clothesline and takes Coleman down. Christopher still running his mouth in there. That's humiliating Coleman now is what he's doing. Up on the middle ropes is Christopher. Drops down a right hand on Coleman. Clyde Coleman was trying to get to his feet as he made it about halfway. Christopher came down with that right hand, picks Coleman up and slams him down hard. Clyde Coleman in the middle of the ring, and Brian Christopher, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, climbs the top ropes now, up on the top one, and comes down with a big leg. Covers Coleman 1, 2, 3, and we finally get Brian Christopher out of here after the win over Clyde Coleman.
Well, the outcome of that one was not in doubt for a long, long time. Brian Christopher seized control immediately and ends up getting the victory here over Clyde Coleman. He is steamed. He is not happy at all to be going against this Contract Incorporated, and I think in a few days he may be even less happy about the situation. Back with more from the USWA. Call-in contest coming up a little bit later on. Not now. Not now. Don't call. We're going to give you a special number to call, so do not call the regular television station number. As I said earlier, if you call that right now, you'll be politely told, not yet, not the right number. We'll give you the number a little bit later on. Life with Mikey. Jeff Jarrett and the King, Jerry Lawler, are in that movie with Michael J. Fox. It's now showing, and we're going to have the special call-in later on today. First 15 people who call at the correct time will win a free lunch and a free trip to the movie with Jeff and the King.
Yeah,
and that'll
before
be
they go to
next
lunch
Saturday.
and all. Yeah, before they go to lunch, they'll be right here with us for Championship Wrestling.
That's right. Be right here with us next week. And as the King said, they'll also tell them which of the theaters they're going to so that everybody who wants to come and pay their own way is welcome to join, too. Let's take a look at the action coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. This one looks like a big one. You know Papa Shango's going to be there. Opening match of the night, the Untouchable will be going against Mark Freer. Following that, you got Danny Davis going against the legend in his own mind, Tony Falk. Following that, well, this is that C.W. Bergstrom match going against Jeff Gaylord. They're going to have that big old stick at ringside, 5 licks to the loser of it. Then, Miss Simpson will be going against Miss Texas with that stipulation there, 10 lashes with that. Miss Texas asked for that particular stipulation, I understand. Miss Simpson against Miss Texas in a single match. Southern title will be on the line then. Brian Christopher signed the contract to defend the title against Jeff Jarrett, and then proceeded to tear it up right here in front of us. But as a result, He's going to have to go against Contract Incorporated. I think maybe he forgot about Contract Incorporated when he got so excited and tore up that contract. He is very confident. He's talking a good game as he was leaving here. All right, Contract Incorporated, you're next and all of that. We'll see. Contract Incorporated looks mighty big to me, and Christopher has to defend the Southern title against him Monday night. USWA tag titles will be on the line. This is a bit of a rematch here. We'll have more to say about the previous match that occurred in regard to this one later on. Jeff Jarrett and Moondog Spot as his partner. Get ready for a Moondog-type match, too, as Rex King and Steve Dahl, with Bert Prentice in their corner, Simply Divine will be defending the USWA tag team titles against Jeff Jarrett and Moondog Spot. But look at this. Last time around, there was a disqualification, and it was Jeff and Spot who got disqualified. This time, no time limit, no disqualification. It's going to be a wild one at the Mid-South Coliseum when that one gets going Monday night. But that is not all. The unified title will be on the line. It's a belt many people consider almost belongs to the King. After all, he is the one who unified the belt to begin with. He held it for a long, long time. Papa Shango came in from the WWF, and when he left town, he had the belt around his waist. Finally, tournament at all, the King gets the shot. The shot is Monday night against Papa Shango to try to retake the unified title. It promises to be a big, big night of action Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum with this main event, the King trying to regain the title from this man, Papa Shango.
And his opponent, weighing in 330 pounds, here is Papa Shango!
All right, I tell you what, I mentioned a moment ago about this match, Rex King and Steve Dahl against Jeff Jarrett and Moondog Spot. You were there.
Yeah, great bout, too, boy. It was one of those typical Moondog matches, too.
Let's take a look at some highlights right here.
It's going on tonight. Moondog slams King into the table. Moondog Spot rolls King in the ring. Bert Prentice was holding on to a ball right there. Handed it in for King. Oh! Now's Rex King with it. Oh, comes out and nails King with a chair. Rex King's cut off and after Moondog Spot busted him with that big board. Steve Dahl overworking over Jeff Jarrett. Oh, boy, he flips Jeff right over the top rope. Over on the steel rails, and here comes Steve Dahl with a metal chair. Nails away on Jarrett with it. Jarrett and a Moondog right smack dab into each other in there. Oh, and they slammed Jeff right into him. Oh. Dahl chops a right hand down on Moondog Spot. Hey, watch it down there. Prentice, I give King a big hand of powder. Jarrett reversed it and knocked the powder in the face of Rex King. And Jarrett and the Moondog go after King and Dahl. There goes Rex King down. Oh, Prentice has slipped him a chain. The Moondog's holding King. He's got the metal chair. Slams down on King with it. And the Moondog Look at that chain. Buzzes, Dahl, and King. Oh, he hits the referee, Paul Nate.
Jeff Jarrett headed this way right now, greeting the fans along the way. Want to get a comment or two from Jeff about a match coming up here very, very soon. Also, as he comes over here, maybe we can get him to say a word or two about the movie that he's in with the King and Michael J. Fox, Life with Mikey, which is now showing all around the USA. Jeff just talking about the movie right here.
Well, Dave, yeah, it came out about a week or so ago, right? Me and Jerry, we went up to Toronto a couple of months back and did a few days of filming, and right now, me and Jerry in a big heated battle to see who's going to get Best Supporting Actor for that movie. No.
Good luck.
Well, thank you. No, we had a bit part. We had a great time doing it, and it's really an interesting kids movie, and I've already seen it, and I really enjoyed it, Dave.
Well, good. Very good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've seen the previews, including you and Jerry in the previews there, so I'm looking forward to seeing the whole movie.
The Touchstone film, Michael J. Fox stars in it, and it's really exciting to watch, I'll tell you that.
I know you're interested in a wrestling match or two coming up here, huh?
Well, you might want to rephrase that. I'm not so sure that's a wrestling match. Rex King and Steve Dahl, you got a little taste of moondog-itis, didn't you? That's right. You got introduced to a board and a chair and a chain and a trash can, and the list goes on and on. Well, this week the titles are going to be on the line. But there's one little special stipulation. No time limit, and that's not really what I'm worried about because moondog matches don't go very long. But the one that I am awful happy about is no disqualification. So if you want to bring a chair like Moondog Spot and myself are going to do, or a board or a can, it doesn't matter. And you can hit the ref, and all that means is another ref's going to come back down there. So come on, boys. Get in line, because when me and Moondog Spot show up for the match, we're coming for one thing in mind, and that's to take those titles and put them around our waist.
I'll tell you what, with Jeff Jarrett teamed up with the Moondog Spot, no time limit, no disqualification, got a very good chance of doing just that. Look at the Moondogs.
That young guy, I tell you, they catch Dazzler with that chair. These guys, I tell you, it's bad for them to come out here. Richard, why don't you get them out of here? I'm telling you.
Out of here. Frank Morrell is trying. There they go with a desk, carrying the desk up and picking up. They knocked PD down, didn't they?
Yeah, they knocked PD out.
Yeah. The Moondogs continue to run wild. Richard Lee with a folding metal chair himself, collecting the World Championship belt. Oh, my goodness. Look. These guys, tough to control, except by Richard Lee. He's the only one that can call them off.
Richard, why don't you take these guys out of here? Bell is torn to pieces over there, too, Dave.
Yep. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, they've got him beat so bad in there.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, I tell you. Richard, why don't you take your guys out of here? Look at that guy's back. Oh, I tell you.
The beat up. In the ring right now, it's Jason Walker, and coming in here, Bo Alexander. Bo Alexander, we introduced you to about a week ago. We were kind of looking forward to meeting him, and he came in here with the attitude that, hey, I'm in charge, do things my way. Here he is right here, handing his shades and a bow tie. What did he say?
Says your pleasure once again.
Oh, well.
Says it's our pleasure.
Yeah, there he goes, stepping into the ring. Bo Alexander. His opponent just waiting. Referee T.D. Steele said something to him. I don't know what it was he said to the referee, but...
Oh, referee, I think they keep his hands off of him.
Oh, well.
The Natural, Bo Alexander, wrestling out of Beverly Hills, California. And The Natural just kind of goes after Jason Walker in there. But some comments and all. Walker whips him in. Natural leaps over. Stands up. Oh, but look at Walker. He rolls him up, covers him too. Alexander kicks out at 2. And what in the world? I know he's wondering now what's going on.
Little overconfidence there for Mr. Alexander, and there's a good lesson. You don't take your opponent lightly. When you turn your back and celebrate how smart you are, you may find your opponent right behind you, dropping you down for a count of 3. He did not get a 3 count there, but he had those shoulders down.
Not only that, you find out that you're not so smart there. Walker with tonight, hip toss on the natural Bo Alexander, and bars that left arm of Alexander's. Oh, Alexander says he pulled my tights. He pulled my tights.
I tell you what, Mr. Alexander has to be at, well, maybe not right now, as Alexander backed into the corner. Jason Alexander looking good there for the first couple of minutes. He caught himself, comes back into the ring, but a little disoriented, and Bo Alexander waiting right there with a big forearm.
Oh, boy, Alexander covers him, too, and picks him up. So look at that. Jason Walker, yeah, with a good move in there, Dave. Very good.
Yeah. He was able to keep his balance and get back in the ring, but I think, it's kind of like you spin around sometimes, you make yourself dizzy, and I think he was dizzy when he got back in. Alexander just powered him down to the mat.
Yeah, Walker came in stumbling. Alexander with a foot on top of the chest, and Walker gets his shoulder up at one in there. And, Alexander telling referee TD Still, you're counting too slow. The natural Bo Alexander has been in the USWA for a short time, and has made a lot of noise since being in here, too.
Snap suplex, and it looks like he's choking him, too. The referee went to check it out. Yeah, he's got his hand wrapped around his throat. This time TD sees exactly what he's doing and calls for the break. Put his hand around his throat and using his body to shield it from the referee, so TD couldn't see what was happening.
Bo Alexander's got Jason Walker over on the middle rope. Choking Walker. Snaps him off the middle rope. After breaking the hole. Oh, now he puts his leg across him, and he's choking him there again. Now what he's trying to do. Politely choking Jason Walker that time is Bo Alexander. That is shield right across the neck of Jason Walker.
And that's legal as long as he keeps it up on the chin and doesn't hit him with a fist like he just did.
Yeah, another big forearm there in the chest of Jason Walker. Covers him, rolls his leg up, 1, 2, pulls him up, breaks the cover. Well, that's about the third or fourth time now that Bo Alexander has done that. He's had the bout won with Jason Walker and continues to pull him up and wants to humiliate Walker in there a little more.
He's just showing off, I think. That's what he used to call it, just showing off.
Yeah, that's the main thing. But look at Jason Walker. Goes under. Blind post on Alexander. Oh, and Bo Alexander caught him right in midair. Oh, and takes Jason Walker down. Thought Jason Walker may have had something going there for a moment.
Backbreaker across the knee, ended that one. Look out.
Big power slam. 1, 2, and 3. This time he gets him. And the win goes in the hat of the natural. Bo Alexander gets the 1, 2, 3.
Well, the match is over, but King and Dahl and Bert Prentice out here. Hey, you want to talk to us? Talk over here.
You know, when you look at Jeff Jarrett and you look at Moondog Scrub, you see two cowards. I see two very scared men because they're coming to the ring to fight the World Tag Team Champions, and they have to bring boards, they have to bring chairs, they have to bring chains. They can't fight us like real men. They can't take us on 2 against 2 because you're scared. I can't believe Jeff Jarrett has lowered himself to hide behind the Moondog, to hide behind the trash can. Come out and fight us like men. Fight us like men.
That's what I gotta say. You listen good, Golden Boy and Moondog Spot. You guys are nothing but a couple of good wrestlers, right? That's what you think. Well, fellas, it's like this. You don't just take 2 guys, sign a World Tag Team title, expect to walk out with a gold, because it just doesn't happen that way. You see, me and my partner, we've been all around the world. We've been together for 8 long years. We've held titles everywhere we've been, and we're going to continue to do what we do best, and that's to keep titles, win titles, and to make big money, and there's nothing that either one of you can do about it. It's like this right here, boys. Bring your board, bring your trash can, you bring the kitchen sink, because you just might need it. But the bottom line is this, the result's the same. We're walking out with the gold, and it's because of this. When you're the greatest tag team in professional wrestling today. They don't just call you a great tag team. What do they call you, Rex? They call you simply divine. We're still the prettiest thing walking, and you're going to get what's in this tag team.
You know, I'd like to know what's going on here.
You're going off. Well, Miss Simpson came to the USWA just a few weeks ago, and Scotty Flamingo, Mr. Polo brought her into the USWA, and Brian Christopher was very happy about the whole situation. But I tell you what, Miss Simpson and Miss Texas all of a sudden have developed quite a history. Watch this.
Going out to Nanny, Miss Simpson. Sets her up. Oh, boy, look at Miss Texas. Step away on...
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Here comes Miss Texas right here, and let's see if we can get maybe a comment or two from Miss Texas about Miss Simpson as she heads this way. A young fan out to shake hands and say hello to Miss Texas.
Hi. Miss Simpson, you are now in the USWA. Now, so for the past 3 weeks, you stuck your nose in my business. But all that gonna change now. Because I got a match against you where the loser get 10 lashes. Now, Miss Simpson, you don't know me, but you better look around and you better ask somebody. Because Miss Texas is not gonna get beat by a cheap bimbo like you.
There's the word, short and sweet, from Miss Texas, and just saying to Miss Simpson, look out when that match comes up here. Hey, we got a match coming up right here. T.D. Steele, the referee, climbing into the ring. There's the Purple Demon, you see, as he climbs up on the ring apron. And from across the way, Mark Freer. Mark Freer, also relatively new in the USWA. I think most of you fans have seen him in a couple of matches before, but he has looked very good in the action in which we have seen him so far. He climbs up on the ring apron. Referee T.D. Steele will give us a signal, and here we go, Corey, with a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match.
Yeah, we're ready for this one, and we're still ready for our main event today on USWA Championship Wrestling. You want to stick around and see Simply Divine, King and Doll, with Bert Prentice out here, of course, going against Jerry the King Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. Main event today on Championship Wrestling. Should be a good one, and this one with Mark Freer, a young man wrestling out of Baltimore, Maryland, angles up with the Purple Demon. First look at the Purple Demon. Wrestles in out of parts unknown. Big forearm from the Demon. Whips Freer in now. Goes in after misses. Hey, Freer rolls him up. 1, 2. I thought we may have had a quick one there. That was good hip toss.
That was a great move by Freer to roll it down. He just couldn't hold it for a 3 count. Look at Mark Freer go.
Hey, he's welcoming the Purple Demon to the USWA in good fashion, too. Takes down the Demon and bars that left arm of the Purple Demon. Mark Freer slams down on the left arm of the Demon. Flips him over. We're working on that arm. The Purple Demon trying to hold on. Gets over to the bottom ropes, wraps his leg around it, makes sure he gets a break out of it. Does, and Freer stands and awaits on the Purple Demon. Angles up with the Demon. Oh, here comes Brian Christopher. I don't know what do you want,
Brian, what are you doing out here?
Hey, you might think I'm stupid, but I'm not stupid. That right there, the guy in the purple mask, that is Contract Incorporated right there. That is him. He went back there in the dressing room and changed outfits. That's him right there. And if you think I'm going to be scared of that, you got another thing coming.
That's not Contract Incorporated.
I don't think it is.
Are you two guys deaf? I just told you that was Contract Incorporated right there.
No, we're not deaf, but just because you say it, we certainly know that doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Yeah, just because of most of the things that Brian Christopher said.
Exactly right. You know,
Get up, Incorporated. Come on, big boy. Come on, Contract Incorporated. Let's see what you're made of.
Purple Demon able to kick out of it at the 2 count. Mark Freer still hanging on, backs him into the turnbuckles. Look at this, a reversal by the Purple Demon. Freer catches himself. Oh my goodness.
Freer took him down. 2, 3.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. If Mark Beer can beat Contract Incorporated, I know I'll have an easy time. He ain't nothing. Ain't nobody can beat me. I'm the champion around here. I'll see.
Yeah, there's Contract Incorporated. That's not the same person,
Hey, this
Brian.
is some kind of trick.
There's no trick
See
to
what
it.
I'm saying? Everybody's trying to trick me. It's a setup. It's a conspiracy.
There's no setup. There's no conspiracy. You made a mistake when you tore up that contract. We'll be back.
Oh,
Hey,
gee,
okay,
all right.
yeah, we're here to talk about the contest coming up here in just a minute. Before we do that, though, let's take a look at the action coming up. There's quite a bit of it around the territory.
Oh, indeed. It begins Thursday night, June 24th, 8 o'clock, Forest City, Arkansas. Thursday night in Forest City, Arkansas, USWA Championship Wrestling at the Civic Center. Jeff Jarrett, the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord on the card. Miss Texas. Also, you'll see Rex King and Steve Dahl on the card. Brian Christopher, Principal C.W. Bergstrom, all in Forest City, Arkansas at the Civic Center Thursday night. June 24th in Forest City, 8 o'clock bell time. Friday night, June 25th, 8 o'clock bell time, Ripley, Mississippi, Ripley High School. You'll see the King, Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, C.W. Bergstrom, Miss Texas on the card as well. Master Tara Rex King and Steve Dahl, Brian Christopher. Big lineup for Ripley, Mississippi at the high school. Friday, June 25th. Saturday, June 26th. Jonesboro, Arkansas, Earl Bell Community Center. Down on Church Street for Championship Wrestling in Jonesboro. Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, Brian Christopher, many more USWA stars. I'll line up for Jonesboro, Arkansas at the Earl Bell Community Center. Thursday night, July 1st, Ripley, Tennessee. And Championship Wrestling will be in Ripley at the high school, either at the football field or if rain prevails, it'll be in the gymnasium. Bell time is at 8 o'clock. All of the USWA top stars in Ripley, Tennessee, Thursday, July 1st. Friday, July 2nd, 8 o'clock p.m., Batesville, Mississippi. There at South Panola High School in Batesville, the King, Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, Simply Divine, Miss Texas, Brian Christopher, all in Batesville, Mississippi. Friday, June 2nd. Friday, June 9th, Championship Wrestling in the West Point, Mississippi. At the Mary Holmes College, you'll see the King, Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett, Miss Texas, C.W. Bergstrom, Brian Christopher, Simply Divine, King and Dahl, Jeff Gaylord on the card. All coming up in West Point, Mississippi, Friday, July 9th, and coming soon, USWA Championship Wrestling in Blytheville, Arkansas, and Huntington, Tennessee. That's USWA Championship Wrestling on tour.
All right. And also on tour, the King.
He's talking so much, I got horse on that one. Tell you what. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. A lot of, and get ready. Get near your telephones because this is where we're going to do the contest. But first, guess what I did? Let me tell you what I did about the contest, Dave. I think I already told you, but I gave the wrong date. Instead of what day did you announce that Jonesboro is the 26th, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the Saturday we've got to do it. We're going to do it.
Okay, so next Saturday is the 19th, so it will not be the 19th. It'll be the following week, the 26th.
Following Saturday, when we're going to, then that night we'll wrestle in Jonesboro also. So, but the contest is still fixing to be right now. But before I mention that, I wanted to mention a couple of things. You know, I got the, also, one other reason, on the 19th, which is next Saturday, is the 5th annual Jerry Lawler Red Man softball tournament that is going to be out at Rodney Baker Park. That's right. That's going to be. Hey, not that exciting, are we? Just a minute. And there's still some spots for teams that want to enter. If you want to come on down and have a chance to play against my Army down there, you can call the Park Commission and they can give you the information on how to get involved in that tournament. Right. Also, as you know, my softball team goes around the area and plays different charity games. Last week, we were up in Humboldt, Tennessee. We had a great turnout up there, and we were helping to raise some money for Le Bonheur Hospital. And we want to thank everybody that came out in Humboldt to watch the games. We played Brian's Bombers, a doubleheader, and we beat him the first game. And he got so arrogant and cocky, he thought that was a big fluke. So what he did was he came out, he put a little side wager on the second game between he and myself, and there was just like a little $100 side bet. Now, it wasn't bet between he and I. It was whoever lost would give an extra $100 to Le Bonheur Hospital.
Yeah, I like that.
And, you know, that was the agreement. Everybody there knew it. And we beat him again. Brian's Bombers lost, and he left without giving the $100.
Oh, man.
That's right.
Isn't that horrible?
So, yeah. So let me tell you something. Right now, Brian Christopher, right now, out here in front of everybody, You know you lost the bet, so come out here with the $100. It's for LeBonner Hospital. I know he's a jerk, but nobody surely can be that big a jerk. And so we got an opportunity. Yeah. What? You lost. There was an extra wager. So if you got $100, if you don't have $100, you shouldn't have put it up. If you do have $100, you owe it to the kids at LeBonner Hospital.
To the kids.
I don't know nobody nothing. I don't know anybody anything, not when you go out there and you pay them umpires to cheat for you. Yeah, you pay the umpires to cheat for you. But since I'm such a man, this is what a real man is all about. Your team can never beat any team that I play for. But here's your $100 right here, Jerry Lawler. I hope you like this, you cheater.
Well, let me just say, I'm not too proud to pick up $100 to give to the kids at LeBonner Hospital. Brian Christopher, you lost, but you did pay up. I got to admit that. So we want to thank everybody up in Humboldt for being out there. Also want to mention, we got some other games coming up around the area. This coming week, this Sunday, tomorrow now, I'm not going to be playing ball because the WWF's got a King of the Ring tournament that they're having. They got a bunch of imposters that are trying to claim that they're going to be the King of the Ring. I might just have to pay them a little visit, and whoever wins that thing, I might just have to introduce them to the real King of Wrestling. But the following Sunday, June the 20th, we're going to be up in Grand Junction, Tennessee, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That's our big game against the Stompers. We're going to have them down here on TV next week. That's going to be at City Park in Grand Junction. Then June 27th, we're going to be down in Victoria, Mississippi. Then Jackson, Tennessee, and also coming up in Union City, Tennessee on July the 11th. So we got some big games coming up. We want you to come out and see us. And now we're ready for the contest, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's right. We have a special number. Now let's explain this thing again. You call this number only, no other number. First 15 people who called, first 15 people who get through.
We want kids. We want to take some kids with us. You know, the adults can call for them, but we want to take kids, okay?
Okay, so this is for kids. And first 15 get lunch. And
well, first of all, they get to come here to Studio Wrestling Saturday morning.
Okay.
Then they get to go to lunch with Jeff and I, and then they get to go to see Life with Mikey. And it's going to be at the Malco Cinema in Bartlett.
Okay.
The Bartlett Malco Cinema is where we're going to all go to the movie. Yeah, we already tipped it off. That's where we're going to be. But these 15 people are going to be our guests.
All right, and this will be for a week from Saturday, which will be June 26th. Here's the number to call right here. Call this number only. First 15 people, and I bet it's not going to take very long. When we get the 15 winners here, we'll put something up on the screen that says "No more calls, please" or something like that. Okay?
Call right now. 535-9625. The first 15 people are going to be guests of Jeff and I to see Life with Mikey.
All right.
2 weeks.
Very good. Thank you very much, King. Corey's going to make sure the $100 gets to the folks at LeBonner. Very good. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a break. We've still got that big main event. Don't go away. I want you to take a look at some brief highlights and then the big main event of the day coming up. Take a look at this involving the King.
Now, in front of everybody, either put up or shut up. I finally got you. Finally.
No, you don't finally got me. The way I see it is I finally got you, and I'm fixing to have 5,000 of your dollars. Mr. Coffey, don't hand the money back to him. All I got to do is beat Rex King or Steve Dahl right here, right now.
Into the ring.
I don't see any problem in that. You hold on to the money.
Let's do it right now, punk.
Yeah, right arm of Lawler uses the left forearm, takes King down. Big right hand on Rex King. Oh, the strap comes down. Jerry Lawler with a quick left jab on King, sets him up and DDTs him. Rex King out in the middle of the ring. Lawler's up on the middle rope. Oh, Prentice just went running out of here as Lawler slammed down on King.
Here comes Steve Dahl.
Here comes Dahl in it. Now it's going to be the bell. And Bert Prentice puts his 2 cents in it as well.
Well, that's going to be disqualification on Simply Divine. Rex King and Steve Dahl are losers in the match now. Lawler gets the win by disqualification. Look at Prentice over here in the ring.
Ah, boy. Bert Prentice comes down on a big splash, and he's loving it. Prentice kicking away on Lawler, while King and Dahl continue to work him over. Oh, and they power drive the King. Come on, Prentice, get him out.
It's 3 against 1 here. T.D. Steele has got Jeff Jarrett. A little help for the King. And now, well, that happened a week ago. Not totally satisfying, I don't think, for the King and Jeff Jarrett. But I tell you what, let's bring them all back. Let's make it an official match. Let's put them in the ring for our main event of the day. In there right now, you got Simply Divine, Steve Dahl, Rex King, Bert Prentice in their corner, T.D. Steele, the referee, and headed this way right now, their opponents in this expiration of time main event action coming up on USWA Championship Wrestling, Jeff Jarrett and King Jerry Lawler. What a match. Main event anywhere in the country, and we got it for you right here on television today.
Hey, let me give you guys fair warning of one thing. Last week, you double-team me, you triple-team me, and you guys did a little pile driver on the King. Well, that's what the King is famous for, pile drivers. I'm going to show you today how to do it right.
Look out. May look like a construction site for all is said and done here.
Yeah,
and the King gets going.
Boy, I wish you could have saw the face of Bert Prentice when Lawler said that. Oh, he was just thinking about that pile driver. I think Prentice felt it already. Yeah. Boy, your splashes will hurt anybody, Prentice. Just the weight you got. Lawler steps in the ring, and Rex King and Steve Dahl, the USWA World Tag Team Champions, against the King, Jerry Lawler and Jeff Jarrett. We're in the way.
It's Lawler starting against Steve Dahl. The King wants to start this match, and Steve Dahl doesn't want to have anything to do with a possible pile driver. Huh?
Hey, you can't blame him at all in there. Steve Dahl says he's getting out of there, and he does. Comes back up on the ring apron. This Dahl steps the foot through the rope.
I'm just amazed at how confident these guys are with Bert Prentice when it's 3 against 1, and yet but really it's 3 against 2 if you consider Prentice out here as their manager, but they're not quite so confident when you got Jerry and Jeff out here together.
Oh, boy, there's not too many teams that can be confident against Lawler and Jarrett, boy. Oh, look at Prentice holding on to the tights of Lawler over there. Just walks away. Lawler reverses Dahl, kicks him right in the midsection. He's setting him up for the ball driver, and Rex King comes in and breaks him. Oh, and Dahl hightails it out of there quickly, too. Yeah, it was illegal last week also, Prentice. Yeah, it was illegal last week when you used it, Steve Dahl. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it was after the match, not during the match. That makes it okay in Steve Dahl's mind. Good grief. Come on, Bert. Half the things you guys do is illegal.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Bert Prentice being out here most of the time is just illegal. Lawler, now Steve Dahl sends him down. Oh, boy, he busted Dahl with a big right hand over there. And Steve Dahl is asking referee T.D. Steele, what about the fist? He goes up with Lawler. The King attacks Jeff Jarrett. Jeff comes in, nails Dahl. Kicking away on Steve Dahl. He set him up. Here comes Rex King in again to break it. Oh. And King and Dahl are aware that Lawler and Jeff Jarrett will both use that pile driver. Rex King and Jeff Jarrett tangle up. Jarrett whips him into the ropes. King, jumped over Jeff Jarrett and ran into that big semi-truck. The fist of the King, Jerry Lawler.
I think the King was just saying, good morning, Mr. King. Good afternoon, Mr. King. Good evening, Mr. King.
Yeah, all of that's ringing in the head of Rex King right now.
All at once.
King whips Jeff Jarrett in. Oh, and Jeff comes off. Now Steve Dahl with a right hand. He's setting King up for the pile driver. Dahl reaches through and nails away on Jarrett. Lawler comes in. He's got Rex King now. And the referee is telling Lawler he can't do it. And bags Jarrett up in the turnbuckles.
Yeah, a reminder that in the USWA, a pile driver is in fact illegal. So referee T.D. Steele was just doing his job there when he saw what was about to happen to stop the King from putting the pile driver on him. Oh, did you hear what Prentice said?
Yeah, I heard that.
Lawler and Jarrett are shaking. They're so scared. They don't look like they're shaking to me. They don't look scared to me.
Who's running, Prentice?
Yeah, Prentice is the one with track shoes on here today.
Yeah. He wore in. Jeff Jarrett nails Rex King on the right hand and sends him down. This one to the expiration of time. Boy, wish we had a lot of time for this bout. Jerry Lawler, Jeff Jarrett against Simply Divine. Hey,
Ooh.
Lawler's just asking Bert Prentice over there. Hey, Bert, you think your Simply Divine boys look so good? How about this? And just bulldog Rex King right in the mat.
Slammed his face right in that mat. Ooh.
Jarrett sets up King now. Oh, Steve Dahl reaches right over the ropes and pulls Jeff by his hair. Lawler comes over, trying to keep Dahl out of the action. And the King runs back over to his corner. King whips Jarrett in. Oh, flying elbows from Rick King. King and Dahl. Double drop kick on Jarrett. Big Jeff Jarrett now. Bert Prentice is doing some early celebration in here. You can't celebrate too fast when you're going against the King and Jeff Jarrett, though. Jarrett's trying to reach and get a tag, and he does. Lawler comes in with the strap down. Goes after Simply Divine. Jarrett's in the ring. Lawler and Jarrett going after King and Dahl. Now Lawler's got Rex King set up. And Brian Christopher runs in it and interferes in the main event bout here today. Well, everybody was in the ring, and Brian Christopher had to come out and interfere in the whole thing.
Man, let me tell you, what a match we had going, and all of a sudden, here's Christopher. What's he doing here?
Christopher beating up on Lawler and Jarrett. Oh! Here comes Contract Incorporated. He grabs Steve Dahl and slams him into the turnbuckle.
And look who he's going for.
Oh! Picks up Brian Christopher. Boy, Contract Incorporated just picks up Christopher in the air and slams him down. This guy looks big, and not only is he look big, he's got a lot of power to go with it. Big headbutt to take Christopher down.
Look out, Corey. Here they come.
Whoa!
Fans, we'll be back to wrap it up. If there's any time, we'll look at some highlights when we return. Hey, we got so excited with the match, we forgot to tell you no more calls. Thank you very much for calling on the Life with Mikey call-in. We got all the 15 folks that are going to be accompanying Jeff and the King to the movie on the 26th. Let's take a look at the action coming up at the Mid-South Coliseum on the 14th. 14th is Flag Day. National Day, Flag Day. Good day at the Mid-South Coliseum. Come on down, bring the whole family. Mark Freer will be going against the Untouchable in the opening match. Freer with great balance in the ring. I'm still amazed at that move.
Oh, wasn't that great?
Yeah, that he put on Purple Demon to wrap that match up right there. He will be going against the Untouchable in the opener Monday night. Danny Davis goes against the legend, Tony Falk. Yeah, and then Principal C.W. Bergstrom will be in there with that board. 5 licks to the loser. He goes against Jeff Gaylord. Gaylord says been practicing home run swings in the backyard. Loser gets 10 lashes. Miss Simpson goes against Miss Texas. Miss Texas says, look out, Miss Simpson. He put her on notice right here today. Southern title will be at stake then. Contract Incorporated.